Mustache Pictures. A negative approach. And to the security crew for removing that goddamn barrier without arguing or anything so we could make this more like a real show. Will, if I can have a tiny bit of house lights up so I can actually see all them ugly mugs out there and know by name, I can put my inner NSA hat on and know who's plotting against me at all times. Okay, is that all right with you guys? Is that cool? All right, this is a song called John Dillinger. This is a song. It's for all those motherfuckers who decide that, oh, by the way, we could turn my vocals down in those monitors, by the way. I can only stand listening to this voice for so long each night and day after that. Even in high school, ew, it's weird voice. Well, I knew how, I figured after a while that one way to be memorable as a singer, even if you have as little talent as I do, is to make yourself hard to escape. Unforgettable. And I had just a weird voice to do it, didn't I? It does seem like it was still really loud, but we'll figure it out. Okay, yeah, basically what this song is about austerity. Everybody says, oh, well, it's time for austerity. Even Nancy Pelosi, oh, well, it looks like it's time for austerity. All over the world, you know, France, Greece especially, where they're really trying to be cruel to people. Spain and Britain, where Save the Children is even now trying to feed people, and the Red Cross is, and Spain, all because, well, country after country, the Nation has shown, the Nation magazine, that these new horrid budget deficits are almost the same amount of money that used to be collected off of rich people when they made them pay their taxes like everybody else. Yeah. And now they really smell blood in the water, don't they? Ooh, we got away with it. We stole all the stimulus money, and none of the homeowners didn't get a damn thing. We parked it in the Cayman Islands. We parked it overseas. We gave it out in more bonuses to the executives who deserve it the least. And we're just gonna do more and more. Mitt Romney here, everyone else down here, kind of like the Middle Ages. You know, they don't want to take us back to the 19th century. They want to take us back to the 9th. Yeah. Feudalism, where Mittens and company are way up here, and the castle, and everybody else is picking berries off of trees if the trees haven't died. Yeah. Grand Theft Austerity. This is a song I did against corporate feudalism clear back in the Seattle protests against that in 1999, and it is called, as you might have guessed by now, New Feudalism. Well, we finally made it. Thanks for finally having us. Thank you to the Brighton Music Hall. We tried to get up here 2 or 3 times. We couldn't get a fucking gig. So, now we are. We've proven we can at least draw some lemmings to this place. Where's the water at? It's our water. We're going to hoard it just like private companies like Nestle are doing all over the world. Yeah. But I notice when I'm here, 40th anniversary of Judge Garrity's order to desegregate the Boston schools, which I remember very vividly being a news hound as a kid, and parents who didn't change the channel when bloody Vietnam or race riots came on but explained it all to me. Thus my opinionated nature today. You know, that was some really fucking ugly racist shit that went down. All these people, ooh, we can't allow them to set foot in Old Southie. Ooh, we can't allow them to come here. Oh, we can't allow them to be in the same school with our precious artifact bigot children. We don't want anything to do with them. How much has changed on that one, people? I mean, now you've resegregated where most white people fled to the suburbs, and now so many people fall for Rush Limbaugh on Tea Party shit as soon as they say immigration. Is there any full-blooded Native American in this room? Thought not. Yeah, so we all came from immigrants, and yet, you know, it's the new way of getting people to just keep their heads buried in the sand, not fight Wall Street because, hey, you're not going to lose your job because bankers shipped your job overseas. It must be those brown people. It must be them. And the best way to protect yourself from them is keep yourself in this mental prison of bigotry, stupidity, and it makes you easy to manipulate as hell, too. We call it Panic Land! theft, austerity, ripping everybody off, spineless and or corrupt people at the top, not putting a stop to it like they should, people getting mad, almost mad enough to riot. Well, what happens then is cartoon corporate media plunks down like magic from the sky, a savior who promises hope and promises change. And guess what we get instead? Barack Star Obama out of nowhere to save the day. What a package on the table. Never sees a Barack Star Obama turned to be more like a king puppy dog. Not again, and instead of fighting, big guns, if you come down, you little log. No one can guess a hero on the snow, and the snow log who's away. The new teacher who can't control the path, but that's part of the air. The Barack Star Obama, Bush with as usual, and great enabler for the biggest heist of all time. It's the wonder that he put so much money in that coastline on his head! But people lose the job, but people lose the home. Does he do? That's how the answers lose the soul. This is worse than one. Say no mantra. What criminals who torture, who lets no off. He let us down, or did we let ourselves down? Drink your latte, Oprah in chief will do the work while we stay home, reminiscing about high school on Facebook. case you're wondering, this song is called The Middle East Peace Process. Your market's crowded, your lines are long. Every day I wonder, has someone got a bomb? Feel it on the bus. It could blow up. Tension in my teeth. One stabbing in my gut. I know that look in your eye. I've never seen you before. What's in the backpack? A gun. Not again. I don't wanna live in a world like this. You don't wanna live in a world like this. We don't wanna live in a world like this. No one should have to live in a world like this. Israel is killing itself. Palestine is killing itself. Palestine and genocide. Don't feel safer, do you? Mention it, more of it. Mention it, more of it. More of it, more of it. we have offered to protect it and take it backstage and give it back to you after the show. Because it's not just any book, it's a Church of the Subgenius book that is noticeably more mangled now than it was when I signed it earlier tonight. Up to you! Up to you! Meanwhile, I need a drink. Okay. Now, people ask me sometimes, what is the biggest problem going on in the world today? What is the biggest one? Is it war? Is it starvation? Is it running out of everything from oil to wood to water? Is it inequality? Is it, well, let's not call it climate change. That's too wimpy. Climate collapse. Is that the biggest problem in the world today? You in Boston, of all people, should know there's a bigger one. Corruption! Because corruption is what stands in the way of getting anything meaningful done about everything else. Again and again and again. And it ain't just an obvious one like Scott Brown, but now that we got a one-party state masquerading as a two-party state, it happens across the board where people run for office for the sole purpose of keeping a seat warm till they can become a lobbyist. Yeah, I'll get to that. You should shut up now because I have stuff to say to you. You might learn something, dude. You might learn something. You could stand to learn something. Anyway, for the whole idea of just pretending you're in public service, you can become a millionaire lobbyist or sit on corporate boards of directors, well, among other things, Frank Zappa had a great term for that. When he looked Senator Al Gore right in the eye, when Gore's whole committee was investigating evil music, including mine, and his own wife, Tipper, was the first expert witness, Zappa looked Gore right in the eye and the other toads on that committee and said, "No one looks good with brown lipstick." So now even you know what we mean by brown lipstick, right? Well, this is a song called The Brown Lipstick Parade. Greed, corruption, bigotry, war.
Wow, Democrats pretend to feel guilty about.
Greed, corruption, bigotry, war. Greed, corruption, bigotry, war. Greed, corruption, bigotry, war.
And don't forget pollution.
Taxes on the people. Get up, that's the hope and change. We are now the peasants. Bustering elephants,
Rubber stamping donkey.
clueless raging dinosaurs.
How Corruptosaurus Rex.
Corporate logo should be on their clothes.
Like auto racing star.
I hate to use an old cliche, but we got a class war in this country. Brown lipstick parade. All right. Then, what is the biggest terrorist threat in the world today? Chechens? Aaron Hernandez? People who coddled Aaron Hernandez and looked the other way? Is it Al-Qaeda? Is it ISIS? Is it the Tea Party? You're getting warm here, but I'm gonna say the banks! Yeah! That's who ripped countries apart more than anyone else! People being able to have a place to live, food to eat, decent schools, the American dream in general, that is a national security issue. And the terrorists are getting away with it lock, stock, and barrel. So if you really want to fight terror, defend freedom, fight terror, defend freedom, how about fighting some real terrorists, enforcing our own laws, and go after the werewolves of Wall Street? I'm throwing hell and back.
need more now.
Oh, werewolves of Wall Street, hotel morals on drugs. We love to fire people because it makes us not so up.
Need attention for erection of
24 hours. They need a silver bullet now. They need a silver bullet now. They need a silver bullet right between the eyes. What a scam. Housing collapse. We always knew they were worth that much. Give us trillions. We'll all go down for money that never existed at all. All over the world, rich countries going broke. The money ain't gone. We stole it all.
You down there must be with that.
You wanted to like creep. Well, it's still a thing right here, thing with a reason. Oh, the werewolves of Wall Street, the tail that wags the dog. When we don't get what we want, we might won't get the dog. Too big to fail, don't be too rich to trail. Here comes the silver bullet now. Here comes the silver bullet now. Film up my fucking time. Werewolves of Wall Street. All right. This song for tonight will go out to your friends and mine, the Tea Party.
Not my friends.
The modern version of the violent anti-busing bigots that tore this town apart. Now they know enough to leave the white hood in the top drawer. They hide between Bible, but they bash immigrants so much you can tell they're playing the race card. How many of you out there, turn the house lights on a little bit again, please. How many of you out there, yeah, kind of leave them on like that if that's cool, then I can stare at people more. Anyway, how many of you actually know people well, home, school, work, family, who actually believe in the Tea Party? Who actually believe what they see on Fox News? Who think Rush Limbaugh is really fucking cool and tells them like, no, leave those lights on, leave the house lights on for the rest of the show. Yeah, there we go. Well, what do you do? What do you do? Do you tell them to fuck themselves? Do you tell them, you dismiss them as stupid, rednecks, unreachable, or do you sit down and talk to them? Don't argue, communicate. This is what I mean by becoming the media. Don't blog to an echo chamber of people who already agree with you. Talk eye to eye to people you know well who don't. Because you know what's in their hearts. You can try to reach into those hearts and say, no, the reason you're not putting food on the table has nothing to do with immigrants, Mexicans, or unseen terrorists, and anything to do with economic terrorism by rich people who can't figure out how to spend all the money they already have. You know what I'm saying? And they may put you down big time, tell you to fuck yourself, tell you you're stupid, whatever. But then again, in 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, they may wake up and realize, holy shit, that's true! Fuck those people! Fuck Rush Limbaugh! Fuck the Tea Party! I'm not gonna vote that way anymore, and I'm gonna tell other people the same thing. If we don't plant those seeds, who Nazi fucks, fuck off! Fucking over let's go! Fucking taking place up! The body's my head, the just the legends my head! That's fuck, that's fuck, that's fuck, that's fuck, that's fuck, that's fuck, fuck off! Come on, break it out of here! Ain't no better about this! We ain't trying to be police, you ain't gonna say that to me! That's fuck, that's fuck, that's fuck, fuck off! That's fuck, that's fuck, that's fuck, fuck off! Check that your foot, put a man! Fighting for the police they win! Stand up back, Central Hall! Pleasure at the other ball! Nobody's watching all the cool! Real life is when you're full! Look at this, it's like a cop, the real for like in person, no! That's fuck, that's fuck, that's fuck, fuck off! That's fuck, that's fuck, that's fuck, fuck off! First of all, the first of all, the first to go! Unless you think! Yeah! Never be afraid of your own intelligence or your own curiosity or expressing it to people who need it, no matter what your school told you. Yeah. Because another disease we got in this country, and yeah, it connects with the other shit. Let's put it this way. When we go overseas, and I tell people in other countries, there are privately owned prisons in this country, run by a corporation for profit, it blows their fucking minds. How do you make money running a prison? You put more and more people in jail for longer and longer times, for smaller and smaller crimes. Why else would we still have the war on drugs? You tell me! And why else would there be a little known federal law in the books that says we are legally required to keep 32,000 suspected illegal immigrants locked up in camps at all times? Where the fuck did that come from? And of course what the private prisons do is spend the profits they make running ballot initiative hate campaigns to scare the shit out of people, put their brains in panic land, and trick them into voting for harsher and harsher sentencing laws so they can put more people in prison. Which means in California, just like Texas, the prison companies used one horrible murder of a 12-year-old girl and plastered it all over the TV for almost a year. Some people voted in a law called 3 strikes. And what 3 strikes means is third felony, no matter how little, even fucking shoplifting, you go to jail for the rest of your life. And if all your felonies are shoplifting, you go to jail for the rest of your life just so a private prison can make money? Never support anybody who supports private prisons. This song is called 3 Strikes. I can't to the gulag of the red, white, and blue. Gotta keep up with the Chinese slaves who hardly labor for you. Push-ups on command. Don't march your shaved heads. God's got money, so we use an electric fence. Well, it's a 100-off slide. Chain gangs moving on. Freeze your ass and shovel snow when it's 15 below. Three strike. Three strike. Yeah! Three strike. You're right. Life in prison, stealing off with our fear. Sailing in a stolen truck, looks like a classic TV. For a shoplifting one-show highway. Supreme Court said that ain't true, like the usual punishment. The moron prisons are privately owned. Prison industrial complex code. They use more bodies to can more cells. They finance campaigns with research funds. Three strikes! Three strikes! You're out! Anybody out there not know what fracking is? Anybody not know what fracking is? Hydraulic fracturing. You've seen the soothing natural gas ads where the well-dressed woman with a soothing voice talks about these magic drills that go down 2, 3, 4, 5 miles into the ground. Then they can turn sideways, they can turn diagonal, and then they pour, what she doesn't say is then they pour down water, benzene, which causes cancer and will kill you, sand, all these other chemicals that are classified because Dick Cheney monkeyed with the law. And then they try and put the pressure on to make all these earthquakes so that natural gas will magically bubble to the surface.
Sorry, bro, I couldn't hear you. Our singer was talking.
Other people want to hear about this shit or I wouldn't do it. Believe me, I've done this before. So, anyway, basically, create the earthquakes, up comes natural gas or oil in North Dakota, and hey, there's so much of it, we'll be the new Saudi Arabia. We won't even have to worry about giving up SUVs or wasting energy there. Fuck the planet, let it burn. We've got more things to burn now, yay. The problem is, what price are we paying when a lot of other methane bubbles out of the ground, and then if it's on your farm, you've got this drill going on like a jackhammer through Marshalls, cranked up to 11, 24 hours a day, and your farm animals start dying, your kids, and maybe you start getting really, really sick. You turn on the water, and you can set it on fire, and your land is completely worthless. All for the sake of saving how much we waste way more oil than any other country in the world. Yeah, I guess it's illegal to frack in Massachusetts, that's what I've been told. You gotta fight to make it stay that way. Any attempt to bring it in, fight it any non-violent way you can, and if they really try to start doing it, there always is blockades. Yeah, non-violent direct action. After all, our planet is at stake. Because if this shit all goes on, you know what's going to happen to you? Maybe a few of you deserve it, but I don't think anybody really deserves this, do they? Here we go. This is what happens to you. This is a song called Taxi Their Master. ashore. The St. John sure like the beachfront homes. Beachfront romantic, look on this is the lecture. Where the heck is that it is, have you got some bread? Disaster strikes. Let's hear it for negative approach. And let's hear it for the Guantanamo School of Medicine. On guitar to my right, from Victim's Family, this is Ralph Spite.
Thank you.
Now on my left, this is Paul Della Pella. Also from Victim's Family, and all the way from Maui, Hawaii, this is Chemo Ball. Chemo, show them how you tune a guitar. Yeah, that's how you tune a guitar. Anyway, this is a song about another alleged savior that is very scary indeed, because there aren't even an eye on it. It's called biotechnology. Yeah. And this isn't Biotech is Godzilla. This is a newer song about biotech going wrong clear back in the early 1950s, where they found these really exotic cervical cancer cells from a woman named Henrietta Lacks and thought, wow, this is the first human tissue we can grow in a lab that doesn't die on us. Let's experiment. Some good things came out of it, like penicillin. The trouble is, it wouldn't stop growing. And it still hasn't stopped growing and continues to contaminate science labs all over the world, costing millions of dollars a year, especially when the people in the labs won't admit that they made a mistake. So this is called the cells that will not die. what? Anybody here from Cambridge? Anybody from Cambridge at all? Can anybody even afford to set foot in Cambridge anymore? Cambridge is under suspicion of trying to turn into Silly Clone Valley. And the problem with trying to turn into Silly Clone Valley is you attract Silly Clone Valley type yuppies who drive up the rents and act like they own the place, act like they own you and you should hop to it. Never stop to think that if nobody can afford to live in an area, who's gonna bring them their fucking Starbucks anyway? Yeah. You want the ravages of .com Holocaust 2.0, come to San Francisco. And in the Mission District, where almost everybody I know has lived or lived near ever since I moved there, now the streets are clogged with these great, big, shiny white buses, super luxurious inside Wi-Fi and everything that only Google employees can get on or off. And now Facebook has one, Yahoo has purple ones, and Genentech has other ones, and everywhere they stop, paying nothing to the city to maintain the roads of the bus stops, the rents go sky high, and people even into their 90s and stuff are getting thrown out of places they have lived in for decades. Yeah, even in Cambridge, I guess there's a big battle over those Uber cars. Oh, but it's tech, it's an app. It must be better than you, especially you taxi drivers who charge more in part because they carry insurance. And if those Uber cars, those little pink mustache cars from Lyft, if they run over you and that person doesn't have any insurance, you're fucked. That's why there are rules about cabs, and all these people are trying to break because tech is automatically superior, and anybody who's gonna beat one of those Google Glass holes or whatever, they're automatically superior. Well, thankfully, when they wanted to put up nothing but high-rises, $5 million condos for the yuppies all along the waterfront, it got stopped because people like us finally woke up and showed the fuck up and voted. That's why you vote, not for corporate cartoon character 1 or 2 for president. You vote on the local shit so shit like that doesn't happen, and medical marijuana, rent control, and things like that does happen. Because voting and sitting down and blockading those fucking Google buses from time to time is kind of the last thing left against the another attempt to turn San Francisco, and probably this city too, into .com Monte Carlo. floors of luxury condos just fall down. They put up more and more on slippery landfills so when the big quake comes, we'll drink our toes. Piss in the street and watch it all fall down. Timber! So what do we do about this shit anyway? I'm a big fan of sabotage. I'm a big fan of pranks. I'm a big fan of unions. I'm a big fan of general strikes. If we want to fight corporate power, there's things we can do all by ourselves, without having to go to a bunch of meetings and sit up all night arguing about 911 or anarchy, let alone get your head cracked by the cops at demonstrations. If you want to, you can just make a little vow to yourself. I'm not cooperating with corporations or their agenda anymore. They can't have me. Starting with, they can't have my money, which means no more money to chain stores, no more money to chain restaurants. Keep the money in the local businesses that keep the jobs and the money right here in the community. And even in the local businesses, start thinking, how many products made by corporate predators that you're buying can you stop buying? Does Coca-Cola taste as good as it did when you were a kid? Does Coors even taste like fucking beer? You get my point. And if you must work for them, just remember that the digital age, especially the whole new frontier of sabotage on the job. And another part of this in becoming a media is, we leave tonight, don't forget about things, don't forget, that's the point I'm trying to make, don't forget who you are, don't forget where you came from, not just 5 days from now, but 5 years from now, 15, 20, remember who you are. Remember where you came from. Don't wind up like Barack Obama. Don't wind up like the former members of my old band. It doesn't have to be that way. And every once in a while, people decide they've had enough and just decide to start fucking with things. So on that note, let's hear it for the Occupy movement. Of course, the tents are gone, but the spirit of Occupy lives on. When people take a look at the big picture, which looks pretty depressing, break off a smaller chunk, a winnable local battle. Like bands not making shirts in sweatshops, as Jeff said earlier. Or Boston U and Boston College not making shirts in sweatshops. There you go. And of course, voting smart. If it weren't for the spirit of Occupy, we'd all be bowing down to Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan right now. So just be ready when it goes down again. Contribute